Hello and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I'm Adita Karkera, Chief Data Officer for Deloitte's Government and Public Services. And today I have the privilege to have with me here Dr. Andrea Ramirez, who is the Chief Data Officer for All of Us Research Program at NIH. Andrea, thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
Andrea, let's talk a little bit about AI. In the last few months, in the last year, really, we've seen a significant rise in the application of AI across the federal space. So I'm definitely curious to know what the All of Us research program is doing in terms of AI usage and your application day to day.
I think that anytime a huge shift in technology, as well as moving forward our understanding of using data like AI has been, that many people are interested and excited about it. So we have let many different initiatives come up, particularly across the diverse partnerships that we have in place to say, this is how we're using it. These are some ideas that we have. And then we, the coordinating center, have said, where should this live? Should this be something that one person or one office manages, or is this something that should be more distributed? And that has different meaning. Certainly, this audience will understand whether you're talking about operations of the organization itself and how we manage our people and how we manage our processes internally, or how we could apply AI in developing advanced research data. So, certainly, there are many opportunities when you think about taking the many, many different data sources that we have, including electronic health records, and trying to make that data make sense for researchers. AI is a huge opportunity. And our role from the coordinating center is to understand where we should invest and where we should spend federal dollars to achieve both our own operational aims as well as delivering that high quality data and opportunities to researchers. That may be making sure researchers can bring in their own tools to our platform, which is an opportunity right now. We don't want to limit that in any way. And then in our federal staff, we're working hard to recruit talent. So recruit people who want to work in the federal government with a historic scope and scale project like ours, and really find opportunities to get a high return on investment for federal dollars invested. That's uniquely something we should do as the program and not something organically happening elsewhere in the landscape. So, an exciting area, and we're really looking forward to make sure we're contributing and making unique contributions as well.
Yeah. Andrea, as you've been talking about, your several initiatives in your current role as a CDO, needless to say, this is a really complex role with a lot of complex data challenges. Are there some in particular that you want to highlight are key data challenges in your tenure as the CDO there?
Absolutely. And I referred to our managed data portfolio, which is understanding from a program that has undergone rapid growth and is looking forward to a future that includes partnerships, really understanding who wants to make use of our platform, how we can communicate that managed data portfolio and predict for research use what data are coming and when. That's been a big challenge for us to understand, making sure that the funding we have in place, the partners we have in place will be able to deliver on a 12 to 24-month timeline. That's an opportunity and a challenge that we've really been able to lead from the coordinating center, emphasizing that it is incredibly important and that is a system that needs to be in place. So I think that's been both a challenge as well as a success, where we are much more confident now in communicating that out, and understanding that research data and delivery of research data is a true product of our system, and are excited to hear from partners who want to come in and understand the benefits and efficiencies of using a platform like All of Us to achieve those aims.
Yeah. And you touched a little bit on this, Andrea, earlier when you were talking about AI and the challenges around talent. I know you have a few different talent programs in place around both data as well as AI literacy and upskilling. Would you want to give a couple examples of what you're doing in those initiatives?
Sure. So another place where we're really bringing people together in data talent is by creating a community of practice. So we're looking across people who are already working in our federal coordinating center as well as across awardees and saying, hey, you're a data scientist, you're working in data systems. How can we come together and put together both some guidelines and standards that will help support your work, as well as centralize some training opportunities and growth opportunities, and make sure that in a virtual environment, in a highly matrixed environment, people who identify as data scientists and are working in data can come together and learn from each other. So that community of practice and community of data scientists is at the core of how we're making sure our staff both have the ability to contribute and share what they know, but also learn from others and have peer support across the organization. I think hopefully that will contribute to retention and both fulfillment of people working in data in our program.
Yeah, those are such great points, Andrea. And, as I talk to others around data challenges, data governance, data talent, and the upskilling issue continues to come up. So it's really great to hear from you all the initiatives that you have deployed together to kind of help alleviate these issues. Andrea, as you look forward in the next, 6 to 9 months, what is maybe one or two initiatives that you want to prioritize that you could share with our audience today?
Sure, absolutely. So, in the next 6 to 9 months, the All of Us program is extremely focused on sustainability, taking the success we've had in building this diverse, most unique cohort of its kind, really in the world, and looking at how its future can be sustained and how we can continue to deliver value to the over 12,000 researchers using our data, again, across not only academia, but industry as well as international use, and how we can continue to deliver value to the over 800,000 participants who've joined our program, believing in the mission of All of Us. And in the data space, how we can make that more efficient and how we can really be confident in delivering on our data portfolio are the biggest initiatives that we're taking on in the near term.
Andrea, as we look to close out this interview, I know a lot of folks in our audience are looking to you as a strong, inspiring female data leader. For other females who may be aspiring to get into similar data roles, what is your advice to them?
Solve problems. I think that's at least what I've always found to be most fulfilling. And I think that we uniquely can contribute and really work collaboratively with others to identify not anything that needs to be done, but the highest priority things that need to be done. Certainly, as I've moved from being a physician scientist into a leadership role in the C-suite of a very large federal organization, investing in yourself counts too. I was very fortunate to attend leadership training and have learned from peers as well. Participating in those peer communities is invaluable, and really learning from others and figuring out where you can contribute and what are the problems you want to solve. I think that really helps elevate everyone's role. And I feel very fortunate to be a woman in this field and hope to contribute and help others on their journey as well.
Well, that was just great advice, Andrea. I mean, solving problems and continuing to invest in yourself and continuing to learn. So, thank you for sharing those great pieces of advice. And I hope to connect with you again in a few months and see how your journey is progressing. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And for everyone else in the audience, please continue to watch other interviews coming up and continue to follow the series. Thank you.